Welcome to the Twins and Yankees series, brought to you by the all-new Chrysler 200 with available all-wheel drive, America's import. Beautiful afternoon for baseball at Target Field in downtown Minneapolis as the Twins play host to the New York Yankees, continuing this 4-game series. I'm Anthony LaPanta at Target Field. Few better ways to celebrate the 4th of July than baseball. And before we start, let's head to the field for today's national anthem with the Minnesota Chorale.
2014 marks the 200th anniversary of the Francis Scott Key poem from which the Star-Spangled Banner was derived. Singing our national anthem today, please welcome singers from the Minnesota Chorale, conducted by Steve Kramer.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran bursting through the note. Now the flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Twins baseball on Fox Sports North is presented by Menards. Save big money on all your home improvement needs at Menards. And by Chrysler. imported from Detroit. We thank you for celebrating America's birthday with America's pastime. It'll be Chase Whitley making his second start of the year against the Twins. Kyle Gibson hoping to improve his mark to 8-6. And happy 4th of July. Dick Bramer, Bert Blyleven with you on our nation's birthday. And the Twins and Yankees playing Game 2 of the series. Twins are looking for improvement this year from some of their younger players. And Kyle Gibson gave them a lot of improvement, an example of what they're looking for after a disappointing start. In his last start, one of his best of the year.
Yeah, we've seen the good and the bad from Kyle Gibson, but in his last start in Texas, it was a good one. 8 very good innings. That matched a career high in innings pitched. He gave up 8 hits, only 2 runs, no walks, 3 strikeouts, 3 double plays turned behind him when he needed to get out of an inning. Hopefully he can do that here this afternoon against the Yankees, who he will be making his 3rd career start, 2 of them coming last year.
Fireworks will come later tonight, maybe a hot dog or 2 during the day, but Twins baseball coming your way with the Twins taking on the Yankees.
Every day I go out there and pitch, I find myself sitting in the dugout just being lucky and feeling blessed to be out there, and to be able to do it on holidays where a lot of people take off and watch sports is pretty cool. Last year I was lucky enough to throw against the Yankees on July 4th. It didn't go very well, but had a lot of fun going out there on the nation's holiday and having a lot of eyes on you, watching you play the game. And I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's like I said, I catch myself sometimes sitting in a dugout just, in awe a little bit, in all the stadiums that you get to play in and all the fans that are there watching. It's a lot of fun.
It is odd that the Yankees would be here on back-to-back 4th of Julys, and odder still that the Twins will send out the same pitcher.
Right. Kyle Gibson last year ended up losing 9-5 on the 4th of July. So hopefully he's out to redeem himself.
Joe Girardi with a pretty good lifetime mark against the Twins. And of course, postseason playoff series wins against Minnesota as well.
Let's take that smile off his face today.
He's trying to have a happy 4th of July. The Menards batting order for the Yankees. Brett Gardner leading things off. Brian Roberts second. Jacoby Ellsbury third. Mark Teixeira, Carlos Beltran, Ichiro Suzuki, Francisco Cervelli, Kelly Johnson and Brendan Ryan.
Well, Kyle Gibson, 26 years old, making his 17th start, his first against the Yankees this year. 9 of his 16 starts have been quality starts, and we talked about his last start in Texas. This is actually his first home game since June 7th when he faced the Houston Astros. His last 4 starts have been on the road. He has really pitched well here at Target Field. In 6 starts here at Target Field, 4-1 with a 1.54 earned run average. That's the lowest of any pitcher in the American League as far as home ERA.
Loving the music today, aren't you? This is awesome. The Twins defense brought to you by Northland Ford. Chris Parmalee in left, Sam Fold in center, Oswaldo Arcia in right, Trevor Plouffe, Eduardo Escobar, Brian Dozier, Kendrys Morales, Ichiro Suzuki behind the plate, Kyle Gibson on the mound.
Yes, and God bless our military.
Joe West behind the plate. Face umps Foster, Drake, and Porter.
Yeah, the veteran Joe West, 37th year as a major league umpire. A lot of experience. Come on, Joe. Come on. Some people sometimes say it's about 30-some years too much.
Already catching heat from the Twins dugout because had to wait for the cue from the TV timing guy. Here's Brett Gardner. And the first pitch over for a strike. A lot's been made of Gibson's home record and his road record, but his road record is deceiving as well. 3 of his last 4 starts on the road have been very, very good. He just had the one clinker in the middle of it.
Yep, that in Anaheim when he gave up 7 runs in 2 innings. Other than that, he's pitched great. You know what? He's still young. Even though he's 26 years old, this is only his 27th major league start. 10 starts last year, 17th start here this afternoon.
To the gap in left center field, and it'll split the gap. And Gardner's aboard with an extra base hit. And he's going to round 2 and heading for 3. There's a throw to the bag offline, and it's an opening triple for Brett Gardner.
Well, Gardner with his 6th triple of the year. Fastball away. Gibson has to keep that ball down. And this ball left out over the plate. Take a look at the pitch. Just took that pitch the other way. Almost looked like an off-speed pitch, and Gardner hitting it past Parmalee all the way to the wall. And with Gardner's speed,
once it got through the gap, it was a triple. Not much anybody could do about it. A leadoff triple for Gardner, and now Brian Roberts. Roberts getting the start at second base for the Yankees. Twins playing 4 here with the Yankees, and then they'll hit the road for 4 against Robinson Cano's new team, the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah, Roberts signing over the winter as a free agent by the Yankees. Of course, all those years in Baltimore, the last 2 or 3 years with concussion issues. Career .278 hitter coming into this year. Average now at .237.
Foul ball, and it's 1-2.
Well, for Gibson, it's been kind of the good and the bad. In 8 starts that the Twins have won, he's 7-0, ERA under 1 in his 8 times that the Twins have lost with him starting a ball game. He's 0-6 with an ERA over 8.
Pulled foul. Roberts will strike out every 6 at bats this year. So Gibson can get him, but Gibson not a very high strikeout pitcher.
Yeah, if I was on the mound, you give up a leadoff triple. You're thinking, okay, it's 1-0. Don't let this inning get away from me.
1-2 to Brian Roberts. Foul tip, and Suzuki can't quite hang on.
Yeah, change up right there. Robert just got a piece of it.
Typically, Gibson will strike out 4, maybe 5 in an outing. He did strike out 8 Red Sox over 7 innings at Fenway Park.
Yeah, good location right there. But Roberts just fouling it off. 50 strikeouts in 93 innings so far this year for Gibson.
Another 1-2. And another foul ball.
Yankees beat the Twins last night. That stopped a 5-game losing streak that the Yankees were on.
Season series tied at 2 apiece. The Twins were in New York and just over a month ago and won 2 out of 3, losing the opener in that series as well. Foul back again.
Opponents coming into the ball game off of Gibson hitting .239. He's allowed 6 home runs. Left-handers hitting .267. Right-handers hitting only .207. He's only given up 1 home run to a left-handed hitter.
Gibson will try it again on 1 and 2. To right and deep. And off the wall. It is a double for Brian Roberts and a couple of extra base hits to start the ball game, and the Yankees jump out in front 1-0.
The ball left up right there, and Roberts almost hitting a home run, but instead he hits his 12th double, drives in his 18th run. So Gibson early on missing his spots. That ball left right over the heart of the plate. Kind of saw that from Phil Hughes in last night's ball game. Too many balls right down the middle. You see the point of contact right there for Roberts.
And now Ellsbury. On the ground, Dozier to Morales, and on the play, Roberts goes to third.
A productive out for Ellsbury, getting Robertson 90 feet away from scoring.
Yankees with a win last night. As we check out the direct TV standings, Yankees are just a .500 ball club this year.
But you can see they're only 3.5 behind the Orioles and the Blue Jays.
Orioles really putting on a mad rush to catch Toronto, actually a point ahead of them. Here's Teixeira with Roberts at third and 1 away. And a first pitch strike.
Teixeira, a couple singles in last night's ball game in 4 at-bats. The average down for Teixeira also, but he does have 15 home runs. A career .278 hitter coming into this year.
We referenced Gibson's start, most recent start, and then the one before that where things didn't go well at all. He gave up 5 runs in the first inning to the Angels, and then a couple more in the second inning. Couldn't get on track for whatever reason.
Yeah, that was a game that the Twins came back and tied it in the top of the second to 5-5, and then Gibson came out and gave up that 2-run home run to Mike Trout.
2-1 now to Teixeira. To center and deep. Fold going back and now over, and that's off the wall, and then Fold nearly kicks the ball over the fence. It's another double and a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Yeah, the wind blowing in from right field, more right field to left field corner foul poles, and that ball just kept drifting away from Sam Fold. He went straight back. I think he thought it was going to be more at the 411 mark where the bullpen gate is. But Teixeira hitting it high and deep.
Yeah, another one right down the middle.
Yep.
See where the ball is, almost on a tee right over the middle of the plate.
And Rick Anderson out there to try to get Gibson back down in the strike zone. A quick trip to the mound by the pitching coach. A triple, RBI double, a ground ball by Ellsbury that moved Roberts over, but Teixeira drives him in with his 42nd RBI of the year on his 6th double.
And now Beltran, who hit one off a tee against Phil Hughes yesterday for a 3-run home run. Twins had a 2-0 lead at the time, and Beltran put the Yankees in front with 1 swing.
Yeah, Phil said if he had 1 pitch back, that would be the pitch that Beltran hit for the 3-run home run.
And that rolls away from Suzuki, and Shira will move up a base.
It'll be a wild pitch. Charge to Gibson, his 5th of the year. And here's what we were talking about. Beltran's home run last night coming in the 5th inning. That fastball right there. And I think Phil knew it as soon as he let it go. That's not where you wanted to pitch him. A couple of innings or batters later, Wheeler hit his first major league home run.
Fly ball right center. Garcia with the catch. A third Yankee run will score. With the wild pitch costing the Twins a run.
Actually, they charged Suzuki with a pass ball on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little surprise. The ball was down and in, but pass ball is called by the official score. Beltran driving in a run is 28th of the year on the sacrifice fly, and it's a 3-0 Yankee lead.
Bases are empty, and now Ichiro Suzuki.
Suzuki, a couple hits in last night. The last single he had was his 28th. 2,800th hit as a American League player, Major League player.
Worth reminding our viewers, I suppose, that in the year 2000, Ichiro Suzuki became the first Japanese position player to ever play in the big leagues. We've had a number of them since. Strike on the outside corner. But prior to Suzuki's arrival in the United States, Masanori Murakami was the only one in my lifetime who played over here. A pitcher, left-handed pitcher for the Giants. And of those that have followed, no one's had the impact that Ichiro has had.
Yeah, he started in 2001 with the Seattle Mariners.
A roller that nearly hit a bird sitting in the infield grass. 3 runs for the Yankees, 3 extra base hits, and an early deficit for the Twins. Score at least 4 with the Menards lineup with Brian Dozier on top and Kurt Suzuki batting second. Chris Parmelee, Kendrys Morales, Oswaldo Arcia, Trevor Plouffe, Chris Colabello, Eduardo Escobar, and Sam Folds.
And on the mound here this afternoon, it'll be 24-year-old Chase Whitley making just his 10th major league start, his second career start against the Twins. He pitched against the Twins back on June 1st. Got a no decision. That's a game that the Twins scored 6 runs in the top of the 9th to win that ball game 7-2. But he pitched 5 very good innings. He has struggled as of late, 0-2 over his last 2 starts with an ERA at almost 16.
Northland Ford defense for the Yankees. Brett Gardner in left, Jacoby Ellsbury in center, Ichiro Suzuki in right. Kelly Johnson, Brendan Ryan, Brian Roberts, Marcus Shera, and Francisco Cervelli surrounding the mound.
Yeah, Whitley started the season down in AAA, got called up on May 15th by the Yankees. 6'3", 215 pounder. Out of Troy University, signed by the Yankees in 2009. What the Twins saw from Whitley was a fastball, not overpowering, a slider, and a very good changeup.
Strike at the knees to Brian Dozier. Twins got 5 singles against Whitley. Trying to overcome an inning where the Yankees picked up 3 extra base hits and 3 runs. 1-1.
Yeah, he left that ball game back on June 1st with a 2-1 lead, and again the Twins scored late to beat him.
There's a drive to left. That's hit pretty well. Gardner back. It's gone. A home run. Dozier's 16th of the year.
Fourth time this year, Brian Dozier has led off a ball game for the Twins offense with a home run. His 7th career leadoff home run. A line drive home run off of Chase Whitley, who had just given up 3 home runs in his first 9 major league starts.
Just over the Flowers. And now Suzuki takes up an in ball 1. Home runs is a lot of home runs before the All-Star break.
Yes, it is.
About 2.5 weeks since he last hit one. And now 2-0.
Remember, he led the club last year with 18 home runs. Dozier right there kind of giving a little scouting report. Chris Colavello right there, who's in the lineup, batting 7th.
Suzuki takes a strike, 2-1.
He said, look for that fastball right there, right down the middle.
Colabello says, is that all you got? Man, if I catch up with that fastball, it's going in the upper tank.
Let's hope he does. Suzuki hitting .303. He's hitting .324 here at Target Field.
And a base hit to left.
And let's add to that total here. So both starters here this afternoon starting off very rocky.
Whitney at Yankee Stadium, and the Twins got a few singles and put 2 of them together in 1 inning to score a run.
Yeah, he's a pitcher that has to hit his spots. Good little cutter right there, slider-like pitch, changeup.
Well, we've had 8 plate appearances here, and we've already hit for the cycle. A couple of doubles, a single, a home run.
There's the last 2 starts, one against the Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto, and then the Boston Red Sox in New York.
Here's Parmalee. Taking a low, ball 1.
I think we showed those because the last 2 starts have not been good, but his first 7 major league starts were good. 3-0 and ERA at 2.56.
Fouled back. That's why I thought it was really important what Gibson did in his last start. You're a young pitcher. You're going to have some really bad outings. That's just the nature of it, unless you have overpowering stuff. What you don't want is to string a bunch of them together. And Gibson was able to rebound from a very poor start against the Angels with one of his better ones against the Rangers.
Well, Parmalee trying to keep a hitting streak alive. He has a 13-game hitting streak.
Popped up right center field. Sure over the catch, 1 away. And it'll bring up Morales. Morales getting in the cleanup spot and playing first base today. Josh Willingham has been struggling. Willingham got the starting lineup off. And Morales takes a strike that covers the inside corner. Morales with 1 home run. It came as a right-handed batter.
Yeah, that came in Anaheim against C.J. Wilson. right after that Willingham hit a home run. Back-to-back home runs for the Twins.
2 strikes.
And Morales, 31 years old, from Cuba. Signed by the Angels back in 2005. Last year with the Seattle Mariners.
Checked his swing. They appeal, and it's ball 1.
Alan Porter saying he did not go. Close.
Very close.
See Morales, no batting gloves.
2-2. We've said all along that the Twins didn't sign Morales for his first 100 at bats, but for what would happen afterwards, and now he's coming close to 100 at bats. 92 of them coming into the game today. Tapper foul, and it's not a hard and fast rule, but or a hard and fast break off point where suddenly he's going to hit a lot better after 100 at bats. But I think even the most cynical person would agree that it would take a while to get this guy back up to major league speed.
Yeah, last year with Seattle, played in 156 games, hit .277, 23 home runs. When he strikes out here.
2 down, and that'll bring up Arcia.
30th strikeout for Whitley and 47 innings pitched. Looks like a little cutter right there, just stayed up, but Morales swung through it.
Arcia steps in the box. Probably asked Joe West, "You sure that ball was foul last night?" Arcia hit a towering fly ball that almost left the ballpark over the foul pole, called just foul, and Joe West says that's a strike. Up and away, 1-1. It just seems as if Arcia is having better at bats, and I think of all the guys in the Twins lineup who have been struggling, who's eventually going to turn a corner, it just seems to me that Arcia is going to be the first guy to do that. 2-1. He just looks like he's seeing the ball better. We've seen him take a couple of close pitches and now finds himself in a 2-1 count. A couple of weeks ago it would have been at least 1-2 at this point.
He is working a lot with Tom Bernansky.
Now outside, 3-1. Again, you didn't have to throw him a strike a week or 2 weeks ago. You can get him out just by spinning the ball up there, and he would very likely strike out, but he's being much more selective. 3-1.
I think what the Twins want to see, yes, he has power, he can hit it a long way out of the ballpark, but if this pitch is away, drive it the other way.
Called strike 3-2.
And I think he was looking for a pitch out over the plate, and he took it. Now Suzuki will get a good jump off of first base. As Teixeira is playing behind him.
The Yankees with an infield shift on for Arcia. There's ball 4. Arcia takes a walk, and Bluth comes up with 2 men aboard.
Well, control has not been an issue for Whitley. That's only his 10th walk in 47 innings pitched.
Now the Yankee pitching coach will make a trip to the mound. Larry Rothschild. Rothschild, the original manager for the Tampa Bay, back then, Devil Rays.
Been around the game a long time.
Bluth with a chance to do some damage here in the first inning. Yankees sent 6 men to the plate and scored 3 runs. Twins with 1 run on the board, looking for more in this at bat.
Yeah, Trevor 1 for 4 in last night's ball game. A double in the 7th inning, his 3rd at bat.
Strike on the outside corner. breaking ball off the plate. 1-1.
Trevor fourth in the American League in doubles. Miguel Cabrera leading the American League with 32 doubles of the Tigers.
Two and one. Trevor spent a lot of time on the disabled list in June, but he hasn't homered since May 30th against the Yankees. He has a hitter's count. And takes ball 3.
Good take there by Trevor.
Two men on already. Colabello in the on-deck circle. Popped up. And it's back and out of play. Full count. Runners will take off. And in the event Plouffe hits a double, that might be a big factor in trying to get this game tied up. Three and two to Trevor Plouffe. Struck him out with a fastball. The Twins get one and leave two. 3-1 after an inning. Ryan Dozier clicking on his 16th home run of the year.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Today's Coors Timeless Moment is brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light on this date, 1939. Lou Gehrig Appreciation Day at Yankee Stadium, and the Iron Horses uniform number 4 will be the first ever to be retired. After MC Sid Mercer informed the sellout crowd the man of the hour is too moved to speak, Gehrig changed his mind when skipper Joe McCarthy encouraged him, delivered the keynote address in baseball history, and truly one of baseball's timeless moments.
For sure.
Francisco Cervelli leading off the second inning, and we've told the story before. The game was to be played against the Washington Senators, and there on the baseline representing the Griffith family, the Washington Senators, was Angelo Giuliani, longtime Twin scout. 1-0 to Cervelli. Johnson and Ryan will follow for the Yankees. Now down low, 2-0.
Well, you have a bad inning, especially when you don't have a lot of major league structure to learn from that. Now it's up to Kyle Gibson to put some zeros on the board.
Cervelli takes ball 3.
Cervelli in only his 11th game. He spent some time on a disabled list. Right hamstring strain.
And a strike called. Cervelli thought it was ball 4. That's not good when you're a catcher when you do that. You got to live with Joe West standing behind you for 8 more innings. Now I'd be swinging the bat. And he does.
I wish he didn't.
Down the line. And that ball getting to the corner and then away from Parmalee, and Cervelli will hold up with a double. The 4th Yankee extra base hit already in the ballgame. Cervelli at second, nobody out. Let's check in with Jamie Hirsch.
Thanks, guys. Well, Lou Gehrig passed away on June 2nd in 1941. He was 37 years old, and 1 month after that, the Yankees paid tribute by giving him a plaque at Monument Park with his retired number 4. Now, this right here is an original ticket stub from that special day in 1941. You can see things were a little different. The bleacher seat was just 55 cents at Yankee Stadium back then. And the legendary number 4 plaque was dedicated in the Bronx. Today, that number is one of 17 different numbers retired and honored in Monument Park at Yankee Stadium. And 7 decades later, the baseball world is still remembering the great number 4 Lou Gehrig.
Thank you, Jamie. Yeah. Kelly Johnson taking ball 1. And now 2-0. Gibson falling behind both batters here in the 2nd inning.
They're not doing a very good job of pitching to Suzuki right now. Every pitch has been left up. We're trying to get him back down in the strike zone. Not going to move that much right now. Get him back in that strike zone. A good sinker there. Kelly swings through it. When he's on, Gibson will get a lot of ground ball outs. A couple ground ball outs in the 1st inning, but too many balls left up.
To the right side. Nice pickup by Morales, and he feeds Gibson. Gets the out, and on the play, Cervelli to 3rd.
Another productive out by a Yankee hitter. Let's take a look at a location in that 1st inning for Kyle Gibson. A guy that relies on a good sinking fastball. That's not a bad pitch right there. That ball tailed away. You credit sometimes the hitter, Gardner, hitting that triple, but that ball left out over the plate. That was Roberts' double that drove in a run, and then Teixeira taking that pitch the other way that just kept drifting away from Sam Fuld.
Twins bring the infield in. Brendan Ryan, the batter. Popped up. Back and out of play. 1 strike.
Right-handers again hitting only .207 against Gibson. Why? Because when he is on, he'll throw that sinker down and in to right-handed hitters, and they'll beat that ball into the ground. That's what he needs to do right here with the infield in. Needs a ground ball. Suzuki sitting inside. There he is.
Missing inside. Gibson had that really good outing against the Rangers, and he said the wind actually helped him. He got some extra sink on his sinker because of the wind. Now, the wind outside the ballpark was blowing in from right field. What it was doing around home plate, I have no idea. But he said he really felt that he got extra movement on his sinker because the wind was blowing so strong. Drilled to center. Fuld comes in, makes a shoestring catch, a little throw hop and a throw to the plate. Throw hits the mound. It's a sacrifice fly.
And Ryan at second base saying, did he catch that ball?
Kind of looking fly.
Yep. A line drive sacrifice fly for Ryan, driving in his 4th run. Picked up an RBI last night in the 7th inning with an RBI double. Nice catch by Fuld, and then the throw a little bit toward the 3rd base side. But Yankees get that run back that Twins got in the bottom of the 1st.
Brett Gardner. 3 in the first, 1 in the second. The Yankees have taken advantage of all 4 hits by scoring the hitters all 4 times outside ball 1. Here's Cervelli coming home. Now the rule is a catcher has to give the runner a sliding lane, but I don't know that. I mean, what was he doing on that?
Trying to take out Joe West.
A takeout slide. Want to know? That was for calling that pitch a strike, apparently. 2-0.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your Independence Day. Hey, Steve. How you doing, buddy?
And an off-speed pitch over the outside corner. 2-1.
You know, a couple starts ago, Gibson said, and through Rick Anderson, that he did not feel good in the bullpen. And he took that feeling out to the mound with him, and he will learn. It doesn't matter what you have in a bullpen. It's what you bring between the lines with you. And I don't know if it's a good bullpen or a bad bullpen, but believe me, there were a lot of times I didn't have anything in a bullpen, and you go out and pitch a shutout because it makes you concentrate a little bit more. That I don't feel like I have my best stuff. I really have to hit my spots, and that's something Gibson has to learn.
2-2. And now 3-2. Here in the second inning, he's fallen behind everybody.
Yeah, I think I told that story at my first time at Fenway Park. Buck Rogers, former manager, catcher for the Angels many years, great catcher, told me I had the best stuff coming out of the bullpen he ever caught. I went 1/3 of an inning. Let that be a lesson.
On the line and foul.
You have to make the adjustments out there. What is working for you and what is not. And right now, Gibson leaving a lot of pitches up in the strike zone. I'm sure Rick Anderson will talk to him between innings, try to get him back down.
And foul back.
A lot of pitches already for Gibson. 43 pitches. Excuse me, 42.
Full count with 2 gone to Gardner. And a walk.
First walk for Gibson. Puts a speedy Gardner at first.
Target Field suites are available for single game rental for groups of 16 to 96. You can choose from the intimate Premier Suites, the flexible event suites, or the spacious Skyline Suite at Target Field. Food and beverage is included in every purchase, and you can find out more at twinsbaseball.com/groups or call 1-800-33-TWINS. 2 gone. Gibson needs to get the Twins off the field before this inning and game fall further apart. Keeping an eye on Gardner, because the Yankees like to run the bases aggressively with certain people, and Gardner's one of them.
Yeah, 60 stolen bases as a ball club. The Yankees, they've been caught 16 times, and Gardner 15 of 18 successful. And right there, Suzuki sitting down and away, and the ball down and in. He had to kind of jump and leap to get that ball, so Suzuki's going to go out and try to settle him down. There have been 3 successful stolen bases against Gibson in 5 tries. 44 pitches, 26 strikes.
And 4 times Gibson's thrown one and had to back up third base. Triple and 3 doubles, and now a walk.
Took something off that pitch, yeah.
This is laboring, isn't it? Every once in a while you'll still read it in the newspapers where someone will say, well, our pitcher was laboring. I think that they mean something like this, right?
Yeah,
falling behind, a lot of pitches.
A lot of pitches up, too.
That's close. Barely getting back.
When you're laboring like Gibson is right now, if we want to use that term, you have to trust your fastball, especially his sinker. He has to throw that sinker down and away. That a breaking ball that Roberts hit foul. Always go back to the fastball, location of the fastball. And once you regain that, then the breaking ball, then the changeup.
But now, haven't we seen his inability to locate the fastball? So, I mean.
Well, you have your, you know what, sometimes between innings, the 8 pitches you get, that's where you can work with that catcher and expand that strike zone a little bit by having him either sit in the right-handed hitter's box or the left-handed hitter's box when you throw between innings.
That's to the left field corner, and that's trouble. That's a ground rule double, and the Twins catch a break with Gardner being held at third base.
A second double for Roberts in this ball game already. That ball stays in. Gardner for sure scores from first base. But the ball hitting the warning track and then into the stands. That breaking ball just hit the other way. Second double, 13th double of the year for Roberts.
Not much has gone right for the Twins today, but that did. Well, we'll see if Ellsbury can make the third out here. Base hit here makes the ground rule double a moot point. Breaking ball pulled foul.
Yeah, last 4th of July, Gibson started here against the Yankees. He worked 5 1/3 innings, gave up 11 hits, 8 runs. Twins lost that ball game 9-5. He has a bad outing here. He goes in and negotiates a contract. He doesn't pitch on 4th of July anymore.
And there's a base hit, and it'll score 2 more runs. And the Yankees with a 3-run first, and now at least a 3-run second.
Well, Ellsbury just reaching out and hitting it softly into right field with 2 outs. Gardner scores. Roberts off with the crack of the bat. He scores for the second time. So the 2 1-2 hitters have scored 4 of the 6 runs so far. And Rick Anderson making another trip out to the mound.
Look at this reach all the way across the plate. Pitch was.
That's an Adrian Beltre type of swing right there. Ellsbury picking up a couple RBIs. His 35th and 36th of the year.
So a trip to the mound earlier this inning by Suzuki, and now the pitching coach himself. And if this goes much longer, the manager's going to make a trip to the mound.
3 times in his 16 starts, Gibson has been unable to go more than 3 innings. A couple times 2 innings, and then 1 3-inning outing, that coming against the Rays in Tampa Bay. Samuel Laduno getting loose.
Strike on the outside corner.
Haven't really seen that good fastball though. Even that pitch right there clocked at 86.
It's 90, but it missed inside. Maybe it's all part of a young pitcher going through a first full season. But my goodness, this guy's either been really, really good or really, really bad.
Yeah, there's not much in between.
Another close play at first.
Ellsbury just getting back, who leads the Yankees with 23 stolen bases. He thought about going right there, had him leaning, but Ellsbury able to get that hand on the bag.
Very
close. Yeah, close play.
1-1 to right, and Arcia ends the inning. Another 3-run inning for the Yankees. You're watching the Twins and Yankees series, brought to you by the all-new Chrysler 200.
Constellation Squadron from St. Paul, Minnesota. And we just want to say, Happy 4th of July!
Wow, that's awesome.
Very nice. And happy 4th of July to you folks, and thank you. Thank you for serving our country.
Gibson with a frustrated look.
Yeah, Samuel Deduno still warming up in the bullpen, so I don't know if they've decided that yet.
Well, I think they've just told him, and I don't know that Gibson is in favor of the decision. But 3 runs in the first, 3 runs in the second. This Twins lineup hasn't routinely scored 7 or more runs. And now Chris Colabello takes ball 1.
Well, they are facing a guy that has struggled over the last couple starts. So, you know, 1 here, 1 there. Good to see Chris Colabello back with the club. He was optioned out back on May 26th. Had a great month of April.
Deep to right.
When he did that.
Welcome back, Chris Colabello. A home run. Right down the right field line. And the Twins have opened each inning with a leadoff home run.
Home run number 5 on the year, and the first one hit here at Target Field for Colabello. Whitley came in allowing 3 home runs, all the left-handed hitters. Dozier a right-hander. Colabello a right-handed hitter, hitting solo home runs. That's what we saw in April right there, Dick. Take Chris, you know, not missing that pitch and driving it the other way. May was a completely different month for Chris.
Yeah, Colabello had 27 runs batted in April, March and April, and then only drove in 3 more before he was sent down. Escobar taps it foul. 2 strikes.
Well, remember, he was talking. We showed you in the first inning after Dozier hit the home run. It was Colabello there saying, okay, what does he throw? And even though Dozier pulled the ball into the left field bleachers, Colabello, when his strength, hit it the other way, right down that right field line.
Go, we'll just bring you the bag.
2 strikes to Escobar. Weak ground ball. That's going to be a tough play. Escobar beat it out. Kelly Johnson playing toward the hole, had to run toward the Yankee dugout to make the fielding play, and it's an infield hit.
Kind of a swinging bunt right there, but hit right down that third baseline, and with Escobar's speed, he's going to beat that out. Smells a hit right there. He's looking at him hustle down that line, just beat the throw. 4th hit for the Twins.
That first hop was actually in the right-handed batter's box. Here's Full. And over the inside corner, a strike. And now down and away, 1-1. The Twins had the tying run at the plate when Whitley was handed a 3-0 lead. Now another leadoff home run, a base hit. Maybe more to come here in the second. Up the middle. Nice stoppage, short by Ryan. Everybody's safe. Ryan with a great stop. He tried to get it to Roberts, but they couldn't connect, and it'll be an infield hit for Fuld.
Boy, almost a fantastic play. Fuld will get an infield base hit, but Ryan almost made a great play. It looked like Roberts had a little trouble trying to find the bag and the ball at the same time. Right back up the middle. Ryan diving for it. Just out of the reach of Roberts. Maybe hit his fingertips. But a nice effort right there by the shortstop. Flipping it with his glove. Yep. Hit in the palm of the hand and then bounced out. But You could see he had to leap for that, so he would have been safe anyway.
Well, nobody out here in the second inning. The Twins have had 6 runners reach the first time through the order. A couple of home runs. Here's Dozier with one of them. And a strike. Got a pitch belt high over the inside corner, and he whacked it.
Yeah, 4th time this year Dozier has done that. Led up a game for the Twins with a home run. Home run number 16.
Tapper to third. Out there, and a relay. Not in time. Dozier beat out a double play grounder. First and third, one away.
Yeah, good hustle by Dozier, staying out of the double play. Escobar advancing to third base. Kelly getting the hop. Good feed over to Roberts at second. Good relay throw, but Dozier just beat it out. Slow down that line.
And now Suzuki, who singled in the first. And he averaged up to 306 for Kurt. Inside, ball one.
Want to pick up Escobar right here.
Twins were unable to get a big hit after Dozier's home run in the first inning. Had a couple of guys on. Will go a long way toward covering up an early 3-0 deficit. Now they need some good at bats here by Suzuki and Parmalee. Sliced foul, 1-1. If it's not a sellout crowd today, pretty close to it.
Well, great crowd last night, over 34,000, the third highest attendance for the Twins last night.
Twins haven't had a good homestand, to be sure. Their home record 20-20. There's 1 win in 4 games so far on the homestand. Whoop. Just got back. Dozier was on his way towards second base, it appeared.
Kind of what Ellsbury was in the top of the inning against Gibson. Kind of leaning a little bit. Diving back.
1-1. Dozier goes. Pitch taken for a strike. And Dozier is thrown out.
What a perfect throw.
Cervelli put it right on the base.
Yeah.
And Roberts just simply had to catch the ball.
Cervelli, known as a very good throwing catcher. Boy, he made a great throw right here. Look at Roberts straddling the bag in that throw. All he had to do is catch it and tag Dozier. Dozier getting thrown out for the 5th time in 20 attempts.
Pitch was taken for a ball. I might have said a strike. It's 2-1. Three and 1. Parmalee on deck.
Boy, you hate to get, in that situation, runners at first and third with a hot hitter up. You hate to lose an out on the base pass. Now there's 2 outs.
On the ground to the shortstop. Ryan has it. Twins get another leadoff home run, this time from Chris Colabello, and it's 6-2. is presented by CenturyLink, your link to what's next. By Northland Ford. Visit northlandford.com and your local Northland Ford dealers today. And by Grand Casino. The best stories start here. 6-2 New York. Samuel DeDuno on in relief of Kyle Gibson, who for the third time this year been taken out after 2 innings of work. He had another start where he pitched just 3 innings, and DeDuno will try to put up a few zeros and see what happens here.
He wants to do what he did when Gibson left that game in Anaheim, and that's put some zeros on the board in that outing. 4 shutout innings for DeDuno, even though the Twins ended up losing the ball game. And that's kind of DeDuno's role right now as a long man out of that bullpen. Last year it was more Anthony Swarzak, and now Samuel DeDuno, who made 8 starts. This is his role. Now hopefully he can go 3, 4, maybe 5 innings. Keep the club in the game.
Here's Beltran leading off the 3rd inning. Leadoff hitters have enjoyed the games here so far. We've had a leadoff triple, a leadoff double, a couple of leadoff home runs. DeDuno's outing against the Angels so impressive that the Twins decided to move him back into the rotation at the expense of Johan Pino, tomorrow's starter. And that didn't last long, with Danny Santana going on the disabled list. And then Joe Mauer later, of course, but the ball hooked into the corner, foul. It was Santana going on the disabled list, and the Twins thought, well, maybe we're not committed to a 12-man pitching staff anyway. So Pino, who was taken off the roster, put immediately back on by the time the Twins got to Texas, and that meant that DeDuno was back in the bullpen. 1-2, 2-2. By the way, had a chance to talk with Danny Santana this morning, and he said his knee is feeling much better. He doesn't feel any pain in the knee at all anymore, and that was the greatest concern, because a bone bruise sometimes can linger like a hamstring, something like that. And Danny Santana's hopeful of being activated when his 15 days are up on the road trip. Twins had their best lineup that they've had in quite some time, with one of the least experienced players on the roster in the lineup.
Well, Gardy even went out and said he was kind of the catalyst of the ball club while he was healthy, and brought a lot of energy with him.
Breaking ball bounced to second, and Dozier throws out. Beltran one away. Time now for you to tweet your photo using #NorthFanPhoto for a chance to have it shown in an upcoming game broadcast, brought to you by AT&T. So many young boys and girls being tweeted by their parents, aunts and uncles, grandparents. 1 down, leadoff man taken care of for the first time in the game, and here's Ichiro Suzuki. Over the inside corner is strike. Takes it up high. 1-1.
10-time All-Star Suzuki, 10-time Gold Glove winner. His first year the American League MVP in 2001, also the Rookie of the Year in 2001. Made quite a splash when he first came from Japan with the Mariners. Won 2 batting titles. He won the batting title in 2001, hitting .350. Then won another one in 2004 when he hit .372.
And Suzuki will throw out Suzuki. 2 down. Keep reminding myself that today is Friday because it seems like Saturday. Tomorrow is Saturday, and we've got a full day of MLB action beginning with the Twins and Yankees at 12:30 here on Fox Sports North. And the Diamondbacks are taking on the Braves on Fox Sports 1. After that, baseball night in America on Fox, with the Orioles taking on the Red Sox. It's actually going to be the back half of a split doubleheader tomorrow because their game today was postponed because of rain. At any rate, an MLB tripleheader begins tomorrow at 12:30 Central here on Fox Sports North. Strike one to Francisco Cervelli. Breaking ball taken for strike two.
Juduno, 31 years old, his third season with the Twins. Had a taste of the big leagues with the Rockies in 2010 and then the Padres the following year.
Cervelli lashing one to right field, has his second hit. Just turned 31 a couple days ago.
July 2nd.
Here's Kelly Johnson. Johnson with a ground ball to Morales, made a nice pickup. Down and in, ball one.
Kelly Johnson last year with the Tampa Bay Rays, signed as a free agent over the winter.
Two and 0. One hopper to Morales, and that takes care of the Yankees in the third. It's 6-2. Chris Parmalee will try to do something to change the scoreboard leading off.
Just hang out with the family and, barbecues and, obviously it's the summer and, we used to just go to the beach and go surfing and have barbecues and then obviously fireworks and stuff like that. So I remember my parents used to take me to go watch fireworks when growing up. So that was always cool.
I love coming to the park on 4th of July. And I know, all the people in the stands, all the fans are excited. It's a good day for them to come out as well. It's the middle of the summer. There's going to be good weather. And hopefully the Twins will have a nice victory for them today.
Well, now, come on. The guy's from Southern California. It's the 4th of July, and he's wearing a stocking cap.
Must have been cold in the clubhouse.
Gee.
They had the AC on.
Well, the Twins are going to have to come back and pull out a win here if that's, in fact, what happens here this afternoon. Chris Parmelee, Kendrys Morales, and Oswaldo Arcia will hit against Chase Whitley.
Yeah, Whitley has not been real sharp either. 45 pitches, 26 for strikes.
Down and away, ball one to Parmelee.
Again, Chris trying to keep that hitting streak alive. A 13-game hitting streak, a career high.
Lifted foul over the Yankee dugout. 1-1.
You know, it's not a hitting streak either where he's getting like one hit at a time.
Right.
Over the 13-game hitting streak, 22 hits in 50 at-bats.
Now line foul. It's really remarkable, and who knows how long it's going to last, but Parmelee's story, really one of the nicer stories in baseball. Basically what happened is the Twins said, you're not fitting in our plans. We want you to go to the minor leagues, but to do that we have to take you off the roster. And everybody else in baseball passed on him, which has to be a very humbling experience. And now here he is hitting third for the major league club. Tapper right side. And Teixeira goes to the bag. One away. One down. Let's get caught up.
Well, right off the get-go, Brett Gardner led off with a triple, then an RBI double by Brian Roberts. He scored. Gardner, then Roberts scored on Teixeira's RBI double. A lot of extra base hits in this ball game. Dozier leading off the bottom of the first with his 16th home run of the year. Made it a 3-1 ball game. And then Chris Colabello leading the second inning, bottom of the second, with his 5th home run. 6-2 lead for the Yankees here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
1-0 to Morales. Struck out on a fastball to end the 1st inning. On the outside corner. Two and one.
Mentioned Morales before, a guy that moves around a lot in that batter's box.
You just tried to focus on the barrel of his bat, you'd be dizzy by the time the pitch arrived. It's over there now. It's back there. Now he's going to twirl it around a little bit. Swing and a miss. 3-2.
Julio Franco used to almost show the barrel of the bat at the pitcher, how he could get that baby around and then still be quick with his wrists.
Gary Sheffield, another one that did that. Popped up, foul and out of play.
Because hitters, they have their timing mechanism, you know, and all the movement doesn't really. It's kind of like a pitcher stepping back or whatever, you know, you want to get to that balance point, and that's what Morales, a lot of moving. But once that pitch comes toward home plate, he's still for a split second right there. It's not very long. You got to really watch it.
But basically, you can do all that other stuff you want, but as long as when the pitch is delivered, your hands are in the right place, what difference does it make, right? Full count to Morales. He had a full count in the 1st inning before striking out. This ball stroked solidly to right.
And that helps right there when the pitcher leaves it right down the middle. That was a good swing right there by Morales. Twins get their 6th hit of the ball game.
Trying to take advantage of it. They've got the 2 solo home runs, but they've had some other opportunities and either run or not hit their way into a bigger inning.
Well, I go back to last inning. Brian Dozier, if you're going to steal second runners at first and third, you've got to get to second base right there. He's thrown out, and then Suzuki grounded out to end the inning. That fastball kind of came right back into the swing.
Arcia drew a walk. He takes ball 1. Arcia, of course, not one to draw a lot of walks, but sometimes a good spurt by a hitter is preceded by taking some walks. Arcia has walked just his 13th of the year in 135 at bats.
Count in his favor right now.
That's to left center. Nobody there. Morales will go to third. This is going to be interesting, folks. Fumbled on the warning track.
That helps. That helps.
Morales scores from first.
Ellsbury had a little trouble getting that ball. It would have maybe close at home, but Morales chugged around second, picked up Joe Vavra, and he's probably surprised Joe kept going. He goes, "What happened back there?" Whistle Dixie. Good swing right there for Arcia. That's what Tom Bernansky wants to see right there. Take that pitch the other way. Count was in his favor. And there goes Morales. Sees that it's in the gap. Okay.
This is normal speed.
Okay. All right. What do you mean I got to keep going? And he scores. 6-3 ball game.
We're just in the third inning.
And give Arcia a triple, his second triple of the year. Driving in a run is 17th.
Infield back. Yankees will concede the fourth run. Get the sense we're going to be here a while.
I hope so. Hope the Twins come back and score a lot of runs. Now, Gardy always, this team doesn't give up. The pitching sometimes struggles. Sometimes we've seen the offense struggle as of late. But, hey, today's a new day.
And Plouffe out in front taps another one foul. You got to put the ball in play here. You've got a free run batted in. Plouffe struck out to end the first inning.
Just hit it by the pitcher on the ground. That's the worst you can do. Get an RBI.
Check swing blocked by Cervelli. If, and I say if, Kyle Gibson was shocked and dismayed that he was pulled out after 2 innings, you can imagine how Chase Whitley feels standing on the mound there. He had a 6-1 lead at 6-3, and now he's got to stare into a Yankee bullpen that is now active.
I believe that's David Huff.
And Plouffe with a sharp single to center, and the Twins will get the tying run to the plate.
Plouffe driving in his 40th run of the year.
Twins have scored in every inning. A couple here in the third will get Colabello to the plate, and it'll bring Larry Rothschild to the mound again.
Just a sinker down, and Trevor Plouffe, a 1-2 count, lines it right up the middle. Twins are out hitting the Yankees now, 8-7.
Now somewhere in this discussion, see Plouffe with the 40th run batted in is now tops on the team. Somewhere in this discussion should be the sentiment: don't throw Colabello a fastball out over the plate. And maybe even don't throw him a fastball.
I thought what we saw in April, he wasn't missing any pitches, but in May it seemed like they went in a little bit further inside, and that kind of tied him up.
Jumped on the first pitch he saw and hit a home run down the right field line. David Huff warming up. Over the inside corner, an off-speed pitch. Last year's International League MVP, and he absolutely clobbered the ball to right center field.
Well, he was hot when the Twins called him up, too. Hitting .275, but 27 RBIs in 36 ball games. 8 doubles, 6 home runs.
He didn't always hit .275. He started off very poorly and slowly and was building it up.
They tried to tie the game with that swing right there.
Colabello, upon arriving at the ballpark, had a brief chat with Ron Gardenhire. Colabello said, "Yeah, I've been hitting quite a few on the barrel lately, and they're finding their way across the fence." And he did that in his first at bat here today.
Kind of like when I pitched to Ken Herbeck.
Got him with a breaking ball, and on 3 pitches, Colabello strikes out. That'll bring up Escobar.
Third strikeout for Whitley.
Escobar got an infield hit, got as far as third base. Escobar with a pair of home runs, one from each side of the plate. Outside corner, I beg your pardon, 1 strike.
I like that. Outside corner.
I might have been right the first time. That's a pulled foul, 2 strikes. And Cervelli tips over.
Well, he was ready to block that ball. He thought that ball was going to be in the dirt. That pitch was ankle high. Watch Escobar just drop the barrel of the bat. Cervelli was ready to block it.
That's the second time he's gotten tangled up with Joe West. I don't know whether he tripped over the umpire's feet.
Well, Joe probably tripped him.
2 strikes to Escobar. Popped up back into the seats. Twins are out hitting the Yankees 8-7, but they're down a couple of runs. Inside, 1-2.
'72 pitches for Chase Whitley already.
Outside, 2-2. Wind really blowing in strong from right field. And Escobar strikes out. Another strikeout for Whitley. A couple more for the Twins. They're down by a pair. You're watching the Twins-Yankees series brought to you by the all-new Chrysler 200.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
On our nation's birthday, celebrating Independence Day, but also honoring Lou Gehrig in the pursuit of a cure for ALS. 75 years ago, Gehrig made his great speech, and one of the great fundraisers for the ALS Foundation in the Upper Midwest. Kent Herbeck joining us here in the top of the 4th inning, and this is a special moment for you. I know every time you hear that speech, you can't help but think about your dad, can you?
Right. Yeah, it's kind of a. I was talking with guys on the field today, but the more I hear it, the more meaning his speech has. It's pretty cool. Pretty touching deal before the game today.
I got to be honest with you, Herbie, when I was listening to it, I think of my pops, because, you know, he passed away of Parkinson's, which is kind of a form
very similar.
Of ALS.
Yep. I got a feeling as soon as they find out something with Parkinson's or ALS, it's all going to be hopefully we can get something done there.
1-0 to Brendan Ryan. Your father passed away about the same time you were establishing yourself as a big leaguer. And it would be a bittersweet time in your life because you were called up and became a fixture for the Twins. But about that same time, your father's ALS diagnosis was made.
Exactly. I was playing in Visalia, California at the time in A-ball. And he was diagnosed in May of '81. And told me he had ALS. And I was like, what the heck is that? Of course, you start reading up on everything right away. And ironically, I get called up in the end of August
at Yankee Stadium,
playing Yankee Stadium, where Lou Gehrig stood at first base for all those years, which is ironic again. And then I'm just talking with people. Dave St. Peter, I think, tweeted it today that Angelo Giuliani, who was a Twin scout, who signed me, was actually on the field during Lou Gehrig's speech
for the Washington Senators.
Right,
yes, absolutely.
A strikeout for DeDuno right there. Picks up his first strikeout.
A special ceremonial first pitch today with Kent Hrbek and Terry Steinbach, who also lost his father to ALS.
Yep.
A couple of young men who lost their father to ALS, and the managers receiving the first ball tosses.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that the Twins have really jumped on and helped us out with ALS and getting the word out. And Major League Baseball now doing some stuff like this.
You're still involved in a lot of the, you have the walleye tournament, and then you go on the
snowmobile ride.
Snowmobile ride.
We raised $750,000 riding a snowmobile up in northern Minnesota. It's pretty crazy. Terry Steinbach is the one that kind of got that started.
Ron Gardenhire's participated every year.
Yep, Ron rides in it. Ron's wife, she rides in it. She's a crazy rider. She can ride like mad. Joe Vavra rides in it, and his wife Lisa. It's a fun time. And now we got Timmy Laudner riding in the last couple of years. So, but those guys can go on a snowmobile. Believe me, I have a hard time keeping up with them.
Hey, why don't you work hard on Blylev and see if you can get him up here in the middle of January?
Why don't you have a golf tournament down in Florida?
You know what? You love it, Bert. You don't ever get cold. You got hand warmers and everything on all these machines. You have a blast.
I might try it one year.
Yeah,
that would be nice.
It is really. It's beautiful. Really.
When do you do that? Is it like in
Super Bowl weekend?
October
usually.
When the sun's still out?
Yeah, we do it while there's no snow. Although they have done it when there's no snow.
Tell you what, where do you end up? I'll just drive my car and meet you there.
Yeah. No, we actually go from Duluth to Vermilion, Lake Vermilion. Vermilion over to Two Harbors, and Two Harbors back down to Duluth.
And what's the total mileage?
About 360 some miles.
On a snowmobile.
On a snowmobile.
2-2 to Brett Gardner. DeDuno trying to put up a 0 here in the fourth, as he did in the third. That's grounded foul. Well, Ken, I mentioned before that you a tireless fundraiser for the ALS Foundation, hosted a golf tournament for many, many years. Fans who are watching have the opportunity to use their phones, and they can actually text a donation, and we're going to put that number up here shortly. With
there it is.
Yeah. There it is, right there. Text GIVE to 50555. Another strikeout this time of Gardner, and you can text a donation of $10 just by going on your phone.
And believe me, every $10 helps too. You think about $10, it all adds up.
We got a kid up at our fishing tournament, Bert. His name is Michael Jackson. I think he's afflicted with some cerebral palsy or something. I'd have to get that. But he comes and helps out raise money, and he brings a bag of pennies and says this penny could be the penny that does it. So it's a pretty cool deal.
2 down, and a ball driven to right field off the bat of Roberts, chased by Arcia. And the ball wedged under the padding again, and Roberts is rounding second on his way to third. Dozier's throw, not in time. I think we had 4 years of baseball here and never saw a ball almost stuck under the padding in right field. And that's twice on this homestand.
Right. In the series before the Yankees came in against the Royals, there was a ball that did the same thing. And Brian Roberts, 2 doubles in a ball game, now a triple. His 4th triple of the year. You expect that ball to hit that padding and come back, and Arcia now has to go get it, and Roberts still runs very well. Slides in safely.
Kent, one other note about the ALS Foundation that you've been so involved with over the years. the funding goes in two different directions, as I understand it. Research, trying to find a cure, but also patient care for the people who are afflicted with this terrible disease.
Yeah, a lot of respite care for the people that have it, and help the families out and what have you. The wheelchair stuff. We started a thing. It's called the Herbeck Sing computers.
Right, a message board type thing, right?
That was my father's worst thing, is he couldn't communicate. He couldn't talk. So we came up with this deal. Here's a check swing back to the mound with his foot. So we got a computer system that helps the people talk.
Oh, that is awesome.
So, stuff goes that way. Just different stuff in the if they're in the bathroom for taking showers or helping them out in the bathroom or whatever.
I know Carrier's also a big back.
Yeah, Mike Metzger over at Carrier, Minnesota Air, they're huge supporters.
This could be interesting here. Ron Gardenhire is going to come out and ask Joe West why the play was called dead. Dead ball was called when Gardenhire doesn't think the ball hit Ellsbury's foot.
Gardy's not too happy with. No, he's not too happy with Mr. West.
Well, take a look right here. You got to watch the direction of the ball. Kind of hit off that
it looked like it hit him.
Bottom of his foot.
Yep. Well, because where the ball came back to the mound, usually a swing like that, he'd roll over and hit it.
You see Gardy's giggling there. I think he just wanted to go out and yell at Joe.
Go stand on his dirt.
Yeah.
2 strikes. Struck him out. Good inning for Deduno. He strands Roberts at third. Another scoreless inning.
Thanks,
Congratulations on all the great work you've been doing,
Thanks,
man.
Dick.
All right.
Thanks, Bert. Thanks, guys.
Stay tuned for this important message from Mesh Besher and Spence.
Lieutenant Juan Lansang, Main Propulsion Assistance.
And we are from the Navy's newest and best attack submarine, USS Minnesota. And on behalf of all Navy forces operating forward, we want to say,
Go Twins!
Very good.
All right, Minnesotan serving on the USS Minnesota. It's a 6-4 Yankee lead.
God bless America.
And the Yankees do, in fact, go to their bullpen for the 4th inning.
Let's take a look at the Mall of America scouting report on David Huff. He started the season in the Giants organization. This is his numbers with the Yankees. Huff's been around with the Indians. Was with the Yankees a little bit last year. And then purchased by the Giants, and then the Yankees purchased him back. Left-handed pitcher, not overpowering. Curveball, very good changeup. He relies on adding and subtracting. Samuel Deduno has kind of put some more order into this. 2 very good innings by Deduno. Put some zeros on the board, allowing the Twins to get back into this ballgame, only down a couple runs.
Fold, Dozier, and Suzuki.
And the starter for the Yankees?
I'm not going to say it because I told somebody in the booth that they could hit me if I dropped a punt on them. So you can say it because I'm not going to. Okay. I don't want to get hit.
Well, the Twins
did, in fact,
chase Whitley.
After 3 innings.
Yes.
Go ahead, hit him.
Hey, Val, come on.
2 strikes to Fold. Twins with a run in the first, run in the second, 2 in the third. And now Fold lifts a foul fly into the seats. I'm surprised, looking at the schedule today, that there are as many night games on the 4th of July as there are. The baseball memories I have of Twins baseball and 4th of July, I guess when we lived in Missouri, there's a tap or foul. Cardinal baseball, who always played baseball on the 4th of July in the afternoon. I don't remember that many night games. Late afternoon games that I suppose might roll into a fireworks show in the evening. Foul back.
Yeah, Twins had their fireworks last night here at Target Field. Always a nice display.
Fold with a single. Couple hits last night. The average heading northward. Trying to get a board here to get Dozier to the plate as the tying run. Line back to the pitcher. And down. And that'll bring up Dozier. Dozier with a home run, leading off the first, reached on a fielder's choice and was thrown out trying to steal in the second. Fox Tracks presented by Carrier. Chrysler, excuse me, I beg your pardon. 1-0 to Dozier. Right field harmlessly toward Suzuki. 2 down. Well, if you're Gibson or Whitley, you really can't squawk too much about being taken out early, can you?
No.
I mean, Whitley, of course, had to pitch 5 innings to qualify for a win, but my goodness, the Twins scored at least 1 in every inning and should have scored probably more than 1 in the first and second.
He also threw 74 pitches in those 3 innings, so he may not have been able to go 5 anyway. But you hate as a pitcher to lose that type of lead. You had a 6-1 lead. Now it's a 6-4 ball game. And the Yankees, you know, hey, they're trying to stay in that race. And the Twins, they're going to see if they can fight back here this afternoon. And Daduno's been able to put a couple zeros on the board.
A ball, now a strike.
Huff, 29 years old. Originally signed by the Indians, their #1 pick back in 2006 out of UCLA, Southern California.
And Suzuki takes another strike, 1-2.
He was always a guy that came up with the Indians. He just lacked something. You know, he had that opportunity and was always between the big leagues and AAA.
And Suzuki strikes out. Huff has a 1-2-3 4th inning. the 4th of July. Pepsi fans of the game decked out in some, I guess, 4th of July headgear.
I love the hats.
That's a lot better than Trevor Plouffe's stocking cap, I'll tell you that. Our Soup.com trivia question: who are the 3 switch hitters to hit 250+ home runs in a Yankee uniform? The number 1 guy on the list is the number 1 guy in the switch hitter home run list.
Mr. Mantle.
1-0 to Mark Teixeira. RBI double and a run scored in the first. Then he lined out to Arcia to end the second. Yankees got 3 in the first, 3 more in the second. That was the end of the day for Kyle Gibson. And to the backstop, 2-0.
Doduno starting his 3rd inning of relief. He struck out the side in the 4th inning. 6 of 9 first pitch strikes for Doduno. What falls behind here to Teixeira. There's a strike.
Two and one. Teixeira had some fluid drain from his left knee a couple days ago. Had a good night at the plate last night. Hooks this one foul.
Yeah, last couple of years have been frustrating for Mark Teixeira. Had that right wrist problem he had surgery on. Still bothered a little bit by it this year, and then he had the hamstring injury. Now the knee. It's falling apart. 33 years old.
Outside now, 3-2.
Got a lot of power. 356 home runs in his career. Career that started with the Rangers back in 2003.
Into right field where Dozier awaits. One down. And that'll bring up Carlos Beltran, who has hopped around a lot lately in a big league career that started in Kansas City.
Yeah, I still remember him as a Royal, and then everybody in the Royals system very upset that he left the Royals and went to Houston, then the Mets, the Giants, the Cardinals, and now in New York. 8-time All-Star. It's a Rookie of the Year with the Royals back in 1999.
Strike one.
Signed a 3-year contract with the Yankees.
Morales with a nice pickup. He's made 2 good plays today at first. 2 down. Did a nice play on Kelly Johnson's ground ball to his right back in the 2nd inning.
Beltran pulling this ball down the line. A nice little scoop right there. That big first baseman's glove. Picks it up and goes to the bag himself. For the second out.
This is slow motion. When we showed him running the bases before, that was regular time. Suzuki with 2 down on the 5th. Well, the Twins have gotten back in position where they can win this game, but we've seen a lot of games like this lately where the comeback comes up short. I think the next couple innings are really going to be important, both for Doduno out there to keep putting zeros up, but also for the lineup to get the next run or two. You know, that nice comeback against the Angels where they, put up some numbers late but came up a run short. That's fine, but you want to pay off one of those comebacks with a win one of these days. 2 strikes to Suzuki. Foul. This man has 2,790 hits. 2,268 singles. That seems like an incredibly high number of singles for a guy who runs as well as he runs. I think there'd be more doubles and triples.
I said earlier, as bad as 2,800 hits. So my California math was not very good, was it? It's only 10 off, though.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, maybe my math is wrong. I don't know.
No, I think you're right. 2,790 because they had 48 hits this year.
2 strikes. Back to Doduno. And a good inning as the Yankees are retired 1-2-3. You're watching the Twins and Yankees series brought to you by the all-new Chrysler 200.
Wonderful 4th of July. I'm Jamie Hirsch inside the Minnesota Lottery Winners Circle as we go to the bottom of the 5th, and I'm standing here with Wendell, 86 years young, and it sounds like you made quite the trip to be here today, Wendell.
Pardon me?
You made quite the trip to be here today.
Right.
Tell me about it.
Well, my daughter, she takes me to these ball games once a year.
Well, that's pretty special.
And it's like, say, 600-mile trip, so we come for about 2 or 3 games every year, one trip.
Well, you picked a beautiful weekend to be here. Came all the way from Rapid City, South Dakota. We're going to make it worth your while. $100 worth of scratch-offs, courtesy of the Minnesota Lottery.
Well,
Yay!
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks for being here, Dick and Bert.
Another good find, Jamie. Thank you very much, and you are hereby circled, young man.
Well, no, that's good because 100 lottery scratch-off tickets, that'll give you something to do in the car when you're going back to Rapid City. Get out the quarter and scratch off 100 tickets. That's a long haul way out there by the Black Hills. Chris Parmalee will lead off the 5th. Foul ball on the first pitch. Morales and Arcia will follow. And a strike on the outside corner. Parmalee 0 for 2. Morales 1 for 2. Arcia 1 for 1 with a walk. All of that against the right-hander Whitley.
Now, Parmalee against left-handed pitching so far this year, hitting .353, 12 hits in 34 at-bats.
0-2 to Parmalee. Off the plate, 1-2.
Huff, 29 years old.
Struck him out. First strikeout for second strikeout for Huff here in the ball game. 1 down. They'll bring up Morales. On this Independence Day weekend, Fox Sports Supports is especially proud to recognize the Army's Gold Star Pin campaign, which honors the families of fallen service members. To learn more, visit goldstarpins.org. Here's Morales switching over now as a right-handed batter. Outside, ball 1. I was thinking during Parmalee's at bat for most of spring training, it became apparent that the Twins would keep either Parmalee or Colabello, but not both. The Twins decided to go with Colabello. Here's a pop-up right side, and Teixeira has room and tumbles and makes the catch.
Yeah, that ball came back. It looked like it was going to go into foul territory into the stands, but the call kind of drifted back, and that made Teixeira kind of backpedal. and made a nice catch, stayed with it. Ball hit high, and Teixeira goes over. And watch him backpedal right now. The ball came drifted back toward the playing field.
2 down. That'll bring up Arcia. But now with the injury to Joe Mauer, both Parmelee and Colabello are figured to be hitting in the middle of this Twins lineup for a while. Down low, ball 1. Arcia drove one to left center field. It went all the way to the wall. He was given credit for an RBI triple, with Kendrys Morales scoring from first. Pitch is up, 2-0. Arcia struggling against lefties, hitting just 132, and he takes strike called on the outside corner. That looked outside from up here. 2-1. Two and 2.
Another pitch outside. A lot of times you'll see umpires, right behind the catcher, so they can see both sides of the plate. Joe West has always been an umpire. He'll lean over the right shoulder of the catcher, Cervelli.
With a left-handed batter.
With a left-handed hitter up.
And foul tip. And it's a strikeout. And Huff has retired all 6 men he's faced here in the middle inning. Is brought to you by the all-new Chrysler 200 with available all-wheel drive, America's import. Jamie Hirsch, Bert Blylev, and Dick Bramer bringing you Twins baseball on this 4th of July. You a big fireworks guy?
Yeah, I like fireworks. We're going out tonight and watch the fireworks. I'm going to head over to Mystic Lake, I think. We understand that they put on a pretty nice display. How about yourself?
I would imagine we will. I guess the question was more, do you like setting them off?
No.
You don't?
No.
You didn't have firecrackers as a kid?
Oh, I like shooting off firecrackers more in the clubhouse to writers. But than anything. But as far as the 4th of July, I go back to my childhood when I had a paper out, and if I got so many subscriptions, I got a box of fireworks, which I earned.
Is that right?
Yeah, and then I was going to entertain the family, Dick. And I lit the first one off, and I had set the box underneath. When I lit the other one off, the whole box went off. The sparks from my first firecracker went off. And
how long did you deliver papers on the fire route to
paper route
to see it
months. My
all
family
go up
was so mad at me.
Really?
Oh,
well,
I ruined it.
You tried to put on your own family fireworks show, and you
I put it on a little bench, and all the sparks went right into the box
which lit the whole box on fire.
You're lucky no one got hurt.
Well, I was hurt. My feelings were hurt.
1-1 to Cervelli.
How about yourself? Did you use?
As a kid, of course, they were illegal in Minnesota, but we used to. I think I can say this because I don't think we were the only ones who did it. We went over to South Dakota to buy fireworks and brought them back into Minnesota. I think other people done that. But all my father would let me have, they had these little tiny firecrackers called lady fingers. And
the ones that pop?
Yeah, I mean, had a fuse, but there was just, instead of a big explosion, it was just a little pop. So he let me have those. 3-1.
Good breaking ball right there. It might have been his fastball, too. So much movement from Doduno. 3 very good innings so far for Samuel Doduno.
Full count. Doduno has given up a couple of hits, but no runs through 3 relief innings. In relief of Kyle Gibson, who was excused after 2 innings. High fastball, swing and a miss.
And strikeout number 4.
They got Cervelli, who's already picked up a couple of hits. Brian Dozier grew up idolizing Derek Jeter. Now on FoxSportsNorth.com, Brian Dozier talked with Tyler Mason about what it was like to play against his idol and doing so this season for the final time. There's a chance that Dozier might be a middle infield mate with Derek Jeter in the All-Star game.
Well, wouldn't that be an honor? For Jeter, of course.
Jeter not in the lineup today. Probably be in there again tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, watch out.
Doduno deflected it to the shortstop Escobar, who threw him out.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right. I don't know if it got his glove, got him somewhere.
It smacked something pretty hard. Hopefully his glove.
Gardy wants to know if it needs to come out, but I don't think so. Let's take a look right here, right back up the middle.
Got the back of his glove.
I thought he had his right hand. Whoa, yeah, got his glove, slowed it down.
Just another assist.
Yeah, not the ones you want.
2 down in the 6th, and now Brendan Ryan. Breaking ball up and in.
First batter that Doduno faced in the 4th inning was Ryan, and he struck him out. His first strikeout, 104.
Swing and a miss. Another breaking ball. Joe West just fired a ball at Scotty Alger, and I don't think Scotty was looking for it. Nearly hit him between the eyes. That's a number, and that is going to call a triple foul.
Now, Suzuki tried to get out there and get that ball before it went foul.
Fans, the 2014 MLB All-Star voting isn't over quite yet. Be sure to vote for the final player for each league roster Sunday, July 6th through Thursday the 10th. Check twinsbaseball.com on Sunday, July 6th to see who made the teams and vote for who should get the final spot on each league roster.
Well, for the 3rd time this year, Doduno out of the bullpen has tried to pitch 4 shutout innings.
Popped up, looked like he did it. Bloof calls for it. Another good inning for Doduno. The Twins are in this game because Doduno has kept them in it. It's 6-4.
By Toyota, let's go places. To find your nearest Toyota dealer and check out our current offers, visit buyatoyota.com. By Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, for the everyday competitor in all of us. And by McDonald's, where right now you can score a delicious, creamy McCafe iced coffee starting at just $1.59.
I think both managers have to be thrilled with the moves they made and when they made them to the bullpen.
Yeah, Duno 4 shutout innings. David Huff has come in and restored order for the Yankees. A couple shutout innings. Retired all 6 batters he has faced.
Remember, Plouffe fouls the first pitch back, 1 strike. Plouffe with an RBI single in the 3rd. Twins haven't had a base hit since. A little bit low, 1-1. Down and away, 2-1. All the scoring done in the first 3 innings. Hit to right field. Ichiro ranging back near the track to make the catch. Sanford Health injury report. Brian McCann had a sore foot. Made it to first base yesterday and looked to be looking at an ankle, his left ankle. So Cervelli getting the start today.
Yeah, having a frustrating year, his first year as a Yankee, because he had a low batting average.
Colabello, who has seen 4 pitches so far, hit a home run on the first pitch he saw in the 2nd, struck out on 3 in the 3rd. Strike 1. Short fly to right. And Ichiro with the catch, 2 down. 8 up, 8 down for David Huff. That'll bring up Eduardo Escobar.
Yeah, Huff started the season with the Giants. He worked out of their bullpen. It didn't fare too well. 16 relief appearances, had an ERA over 6. Then went on a disabled list and then purchased by the Yankees back from the Giants for cash considerations.
Which is a polite way of saying he was sold. Up and away, ball 1. I mean,
what was it? Terry Mulholland came over for $1, I believe, to the Twins.
Technically,
there's no certain price on that.
Technically, on my way home today, there's a ball fouled back. I will fill my tank up with gas for cash consideration. Right?
Yeah.
Same thing. It's just when you're dealing with humanity and with a person.
So you think the Giants maybe got a credit card to go fill up?
A debit card. I tell you what, the Giants could use something right now.
Yeah.
They are really falling apart.
Well, the Dodgers have been playing better, especially on the road. They're outstanding. Dodgers are 27-16 on the road, and now they have a half-game lead over the Giants. At one time, led I think 6.5, 7 games over the Dodgers.
Twins saw the Giants when they were playing really good baseball. Actually saw the Dodgers when they weren't playing so good, but they still swept the Twins here. 2-2 to Escobar. Trying to get Huff to pitch from the stretch. Another fly to right.
Okay, we know Ichiro can catch.
And they're getting shorter with every fly ball. They caught all 3 of them in the 6th.
Serving aboard the Navy's newest fast attack submarine, USS Minnesota. On behalf of the Navy and those forward deployed, I wanted to say, go Twins!
All right, thank you very much.
Go Twins!
And come home soon. Come to a ball game.
Yes.
Grand Casino story of the game with all the scoring done early.
Well, the Yankees jumped on Kyle Gibson for 6 runs, 5 earned in 2 innings on 6 hits. But the Twins came back. Brian Dozier with a solo home run leading off the ball game, made it a 3-1 ball game, and then in the bottom of the second, Colabello hitting a home run. Made it a 6-2 ball game. Twins scored a couple more in the third. 6-4 lead for the Twins thanks to Arcia's triple. Dozier's base hit up the middle.
Gardner, Roberts, and Ellsbury will hit for the Yankees in the 7th. First pitch tapped to Morales. He'll go to the bag. That's about as quick as you can have a first out. You know, this is the type of inning for Deduno that forces the Twins to keep him on the roster. I think everyone involved would feel better about the Twins having 12 pitchers rather than 13. I know the manager would. You have more moves to make. But Deduno's right on the edge, and he'd be a guy that the Twins would, if they go back to 12, might try to send through waivers to get him down to the minor leagues. But an outing like this would cause the Yankees to say, well, we'll take him.
Yeah.
And he's had outings like that against so many teams, either as a starter or as a reliever. He almost certainly would be claimed by somebody if the Twins wanted to try to send him down.
I mean, he is doing everything possible to keep this game at a 2-run deficit. So far, 4 1/3 shutout innings out of the bullpen. The longest he has gone so far this year out of the bullpen. Doing a great job.
Fox Tracks presented by Carrier. 2-1.
As a starter, he had 8 straight starts. That beginning back in the middle of May, first part of May. No, not real well. 2-4, 6.52 ERA. And over his career, that pitched very close. Great bullpen, or great ERA out of the bullpen. 2.45 coming into this outing.
Pitch 4 had the corner. Ball 3, and now a ball hook foul.
Deduno with 4 strikeouts in a ball game, only 2 hits allowed.
Both of them coming with 2 outs in an inning, and he was able to get the very next batter in each case.
Let's see if they can get Roberts out here. He has been red hot. A couple doubles, a triple.
A foul. Full count to Brian Roberts. Pulled to first, and a fair ball. That one by Morales for a hit. Roberts will try for another extra base hit. Arcia's throw. Not in time. The 4th extra base hit for Brian Roberts. This coming with 1 out in the 7th.
Well, 3-2 pitch. I mean, that ball right down the line. That hugged the line, maybe right over the first base bag. And Morales leaping, and see the ball in foul territory. But Marty Foster, the first base umpire, saying it went over the bag fair. And Roberts, wow, what a day. 3 doubles, a triple, driven in a couple runs. Excuse me, driven in 1 run.
See Escobar trying to sweep the tag behind him. Here's Ellsbury, a 2-run single in the 2nd. Darting inside, ball 1.
His ball moves so much.
I can
Sometimes
see
it's
it.
hard to tell whether it's that curveball or
I
just
know.
a fastball that just jumps left or right.
I could see it break. I've got a great view right behind home plate, and I could see it break. And then I looked, and it was 90 miles per hour. That had to be his fastball. Inside, 2-1.
Caleb Theobar. Also Jared Burton up in the bullpen.
Three and one. Teixeira on deck.
I think that hit
Ellsbury on the foot.
Yep.
So DeDuno might be hitting the end of the road here. First and second, one down. And here comes Rick Anderson to buy a little time in the bullpen. And give DeDuno a little bit of a break.
I see that breaking ball looked like it hit the kneecap, the left kneecap.
Top of the toe, maybe.
Yep,
right there.
Right off the foot.
So first and second, one out. Teixeira hit a ground ball to Dozier in short right field. During Teixeira's at bat in the fifth inning, Dozier threw him out. Now with runners on base.
Let's see, get a ground ball right here. 8 double plays turned behind DeDuno so far this year. Of course, he started 8 ball games.
Popped up, short left. Harmony near the line. Makes the catch out number 2. That'll get us to Carlos Beltran. Can you beat the best? Join millions of players now on the only official home run derby mobile game from MLB.com. Square off against your friends from around the world live in multiplayer derby mode and climb to the top of the leaderboard. Download today for free on the Apple App Store and Google Play. Some interesting comments, I thought, on the home run derby and the theory that guys who participate in it and hit a lot of home runs, their swing might be affected after that. Brad Ausmus, the Detroit Tiger manager, saying, oh, it's a bunch of hooey. I mean, you're basically taking a round of batting practice, and if you're not good enough to overcome trying to hit the ball over the fence for a few minutes, you're not much of a hitter. And Joe Madden saying he didn't really care for it at all. Kind of the opposite take that hitters who participate in it run the risk of getting into some bad habits, but he says the fans like it, so he knows it's here to stay.
Joe West kind of having fun with Ron Gardenhire as Suzuki went out there to let the guys in the bullpen throw a little bit more. West kind of followed Suzuki out and then kind of smiled and then came back and looked at Gardy and said, let's go. Are you going to make a move or not? And Gardy is. So a great job by Samuel DeDuno. 4 2/3 innings of shutout baseball.
A nice round of applause here from the sellout crowd at Target Field. bullpen's been a strength all year long. Twins are hoping that they can do something offensively to make Samuel Deduno's outing worthwhile.
Yeah, you want to get this final out right here. Great job by Deduno. It'll be up to Caleb Thielbar to get this final out here in the top of the 7th inning, making his 32nd relief appearance. 2-0 out of the bullpen. He had a very good month of June. He worked 10 games, 9 innings, only gave up 1 earned run. This will be his first July appearance. He last worked Monday against the Royals.
He'll face switch hitter Carlos Beltran. Sacrifice fly his first time up.
Beltran hitting just 188 as a right-handed hitter.
Roberts and Ellsbury both run well. And Thielbar wanted to make sure they didn't have the double steal on the first pitch. Grounded right at the second baseman, Dozier. And that takes care of it. One pitch does the job. The Yankees strand 2. And the Twins are still down by 2. Seems especially
would like to welcome the Mill City Summer Opera and star soprano Jill Gardner, who'll be singing the title role of Tosca this summer in the Mill City Museum Ruins Courtyard. Miss Gardner has been seen on some of the best opera world stages, including Lyric Opera of Chicago, Florida Grand Opera, Michigan Opera Theater, and Arizona Opera. We're honored to have her with us today to sing God Bless America.
God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with light from above, from the mountains to the prairies, to the oceans, white with foam. God bless America, my home, sweet home. God bless America, my home, sweet
We welcome you back to Minneapolis in this Twins-Yankees series brought to you by the all-new Chrysler 200 with available all-wheel drive, America's import.
This copyrighted telecast presented by the authority of the Minnesota Twins and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Minnesota Twins, LLC. What a beautiful day.
Did you actually read that? Or did you do it from, I didn't see you hold the card.
I read it.
You did? Okay. I looked over, you didn't have the card.
I know the
here.
last line. You know, it's taken me a while. What, about 20 years so far?
This is our 19th year working together.
Is it 18?
19.
19.
Just seems like long. Here's Sam Fuld.
Adam Warren coming in. Great job by David Huff. 3 shutout innings against the Twins. Maybe Twins can do a little thing better against Warren. Warren, hard thrower, right-hander, making his 39th relief appearance. Good earned run average, even though he's 1-4 out of that bullpen. 42 hits allowed in 44 2/3 innings. 42 strikeouts. A lot of strikeouts coming out of that bullpen for the Yankees.
Yes. This is the 7th inning. You can imagine Betances might be asked to pitch the 8th. He's been very good for the Yankees, and Robertson the 9th. 1-1 to Sam Fuld. Poked foul. 1-2.
Warren just 25 years old in his 3rd season with the Yankees. Signed by the Yankees in 2009 out of the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill.
1-2 to the leadoff man here in the Twins 7th. Inside 2-2. Fuld with a single his first time up. Line back to the pitcher. Is the next time up. Popped up and out of play. Twins haven't had a base runner since Plouffe's RBI single in the 3rd. They do now. Sharp single to center by Sam Fuld. So the Twins get the leadoff man on in the 7th. Ever wonder what goes into hosting an all-star game? Don't miss Under the Lights, making of the all-star game. See how the Twins and Major League Baseball are preparing for the first all-star summer in Minneapolis since 1985. From logo presentation to planning the many events leading up to the game, Under the Lights, making of the all-star game, premieres after the game only on Fox Sports North. Here's Dozier. A home run to start the scoring for the Twins, leading off the 1st inning. Strike on the outside corner.
A hard breaking ball right there by Warren. Warren's allowed 2 home runs on the year.
Down and away. 1-1.
Fuld at first base, 8 stolen bases in 8 attempts. Stole a base yesterday. It was reviewed and is reversed that he did steal the bases. Umpire Marty Foster called him out at the beginning, but then it was looked at and he got second base.
Strike taken. 1-2. We're down 6-1. Starter Kyle Gibson excused from the game after 2 innings. Now trying to come back and win one late. This was the time of the game when not just the Twins, everybody else felt like they had to make something happen because they knew Rivera was going to pitch the 9th. It's blocked by Cervelli and Fuld. A belly flop to get back to first.
Yeah, great job.
Second.
Great job by Cervelli right there, deadening the ball, and the ball actually went in front of him, so he had a kind of a running jump if Fuld decided to take off. Breaking ball blocked right there. And Fuld thought about it here, split second, but then decided to get back to first.
2-2 to Dozier. A high foul fly will reach the seats. The Yankees reconstructing the back end of their bullpen with Robertson and needing guys like Warren and Betances to fill the role that Robertson did for Rivera the last couple of years. Another 2-2 to Dozier. Full count, Suzuki on deck. Good battle here for Dozier.
Oh, what happens when you have a great closer like Rivera, it almost becomes a 7-inning game if you can get that 8th inning setup guy to set up for Rivera.
Full count. Full check. And just think what that means. I mean, you know, the other guys only get 7 innings worth of at-bats, but you get 9 because you've got a lockdown guy in the 8th and the 9th. Yankees have had a big advantage in that category for a long time. Fuld takes off, and the ball hit hard to center. Ellsbury back, and it's caught, and Fuld better hurry. He does get back. Chera with a lunge. Dozier hit the ball hard, but in the range of Ellsbury, one down.
Yeah, with Fuld taking off, now he saw the flight of the ball. He did round the bag and then retouch the bag to go to first. Take a look at Fuld right here. Now he's taken off, trying to steal his 9th base. He hears contact, finds the ball, steps on the bag, and then re-steps on that bag as he slides back in safely.
Suzuki, a single and 3 at-bats. Good at bat for Dozier, but he is retired on a line drive out.
Good job by the camera crew, too, you know. I don't miss them a lot.
No.
I tip my hat to all the camera guys.
And girls.
And girls.
Long hold, Fuld stays, and side corner again. 3 strikes to Suzuki.
You know, I said a couple innings ago, Joe West, now with a right-handed hitter up, he will sit on the left shoulder of that catcher. And sometimes there's umpires, it's harder for them to see that outside corner than it is the inside corner. Meaning that if you can hit your spot down and away, a couple inches off that plate, that's how you make that plate grow, depending on that catcher, that the umpire. You see, West doesn't kind of follow Cervelli. Ball right down the middle.
But now you're old enough to remember the balloon protector that they used in the American League, and then the umpire's head was right over the middle of the plate most of the time, right?
Right, exactly. But, you know, when they went into the inside protector, which the National League always had, it was the American League that had the balloon. I think umpires, you talk to them, they feel a lot more comfortable with the inside protector over that big balloon they had. They're more exposed, though. That's the only thing.
All the concern about safety for the players and the umpires, I'm surprised there hasn't been a move to go back to the balloon protector, because they are very well protected behind that, or were. Pamper up the line, foul.
Kind of hanger right there. Suzuki just fouled it off. So Bobber getting the ball, and we'll give it as a souvenir.
Trying to construct a threat here in the 7th. Nice Hartway comeback, down 6-1. Now it's 6-4, but they haven't scored since the 3rd. And Suzuki trying to hit out of an 0-2 hole. by Cervelli. Blocked nicely again.
Now, Cervelli was kind of going to be the catcher to take over for Jorge Posada when he retired, but injuries and other things kind of put him on the back shelf for a while. Then they went out and got Brian McCann as a free agent over the winter. I say other things. He was involved in the PEDs, the HGH, performance enhancing drugs, missed 50 games.
1-2 now to Kurt Suzuki. And a foul to the screen.
Suzuki battling Warren here.
Suzuki just a couple of home runs with 16 doubles, and you'd think a double here would score Fold from first base. There goes Fold, and a ball rolled to short. Fold now at second base with 2 down for Parmelee. Parmelee hoping to extend his hitting streak in this at bat. As promised earlier in the game, we have the AT&T fan photo of the game. You can tweet your photo to #NorthFanPhoto for a chance to be shown in the broadcast. Brought to you by AT&T.
Stephanie
enjoying a beverage here at the ballpark, I guess, at a Herbeck's bar right behind home plate. Pitching change. Looks like it's going to be Matt Thornton coming in. Nope. Well, right-handed. To second base with Chris Parmelee facing Dellin Betances for the second game in a row.
Well, great numbers for this man right here. Hard throwing right-hander, making his 37th relief appearance. Look at the strikeouts. 78 strikeouts for Betances in 49 innings pitched. He's allowed only 21 hits. 1 home run allowed. Opponents hitting just 127.
He faced the top of the Twins order last night in the 8th inning. He struck out Chris Parmelee looking. And now Parmelee will have a chance to drive in a run with a hit to the outfield. The Yankees, as they have restructured their bullpen, do have some components to work with, including this guy who's just plain nasty. There's 1 home run allowed in the 49 innings. Parmelee takes inside, ball 1.
Made his major league debut back in 2011, but only a couple games of September call-up, and then last year another late September call-up. So this is still his rookie year. I mean, a big kid, 6'8", 260. Born in New York. This is the play for the Yankees.
Talked about it last night. He's done a great job harnessing his control. 2-0 to Parmalee. Right call, 2-1.
Minor league numbers, 241 innings in the minor leagues, 346 walks. A lot of walks in the minor leagues, but also in the 641 innings, 723 strikeouts.
Soft line drive, and Roberts is there for the catch, and Fold is left at second base. It's still 6-4.
Hours of original programming. It includes special coverage leading up to and around the All-Star Game. Live interviews with former Twins and baseball legends. Features on past All-Star games in Minnesota. And we'll get you the latest news on the current All-Stars and the week-long festivities. For complete listings, go to foxsportsnorth.com.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Looking forward to the All-Star Game and hosted by this wonderful ballpark. Look at the Chrysler Road ahead. Baseball left to be played here against the Yankees, and then the final week before the break spent on the road.
Yeah, 4 games in Seattle and 3 in Colorado. Well, Casey Payne coming in, making his first appearance in this 4-game series, making his 39th relief appearance overall. Last worked on Wednesday, gave up a run in an inning. Gave up the home run to Ibanez in the 4-0 loss to the Royals.
Ichiro Suzuki, first batter, and Fiend misses the outside corner. Foul to the screen, 1-1. You brought up an interesting question last night. Wonder where. How long, I think was your question, how long Suzuki's going to play. But then within that, where is he going to be a good fit? Under the assumption that at full time, at least, probably isn't going to be in New York. Tap to the right side.
In a hurry.
And Fiend gets to the bag, 1 away.
Even at 40 years old, he can still get down that line. Yeah, that'll be interesting if he wants to continue to play. I mean, he's played a long time, over 4,000 hits between the U.S. and Japan. Keeps himself in great shape.
The situation in Seattle is far different than it was when he left. Right now, the Mariners playing good baseball. They got great pitching, some good young players. But I don't know that the Mariners would be interested in bringing him back. They might. I don't I don't get that sense that they kind of turned the page when they dealt him to the Yankees. And if the circumstances are right, the Twins have done it a number of times. You can bring a player back after trading him, but I don't know that that's the case in Seattle with Ichiro. That would be a good fit for him, I think, because he had his best years there. 1 strike to Cervelli.
We had some pretty good years in Japan too. He might want to go back there.
I think there's that big milestone here, though.
I think he wants 3,000 hits here.
1-1 to Cervelli. Hit well to left. Parmalee toward the line. Won't get there. Fields it on a hop. Cervelli digging for second. Parmalee's throw not in time. Another Yankee double.
Cervelli with his second double of the ball game. His third hit.
Six doubles and 2 triples among the 9 hits. They've got 1 single.
Yeah, a little cutter right there, and it kind of pulled by Cervelli right down that left field line. Parmalee playing it on that first hop and getting it back in, but Yankees get their 10th hit.
Kelly Johnson 0 for 3. 2 ground balls to Kendrys Morales. Then a smash up the middle that DeDuno deflected, I think, with the back of his glove. The ball deflected to Escobar, who threw him out at first. Foul back.
Johnson first came to the big leagues with the Braves back in 2005. Also spent time with the Diamondbacks, the Blue Jays. Mentioned before, last year with the Rays. Career .250 hitter.
Pulled foul. See the commemorative patch on the jerseys acknowledging the 75th anniversary of Lou Gehrig's speech. 2-2. Johnson strikes out 2 down.
And Fiend picks up a strikeout.
A limited number of season ticket locations are now available in the Delta Sky 360 Legends Club. Enjoy the second half of the season in padded luxury and enjoy the amenities that only the Legends Club can offer. The Delta Sky 360 Legends Club, the perfect combination of baseball and comfort. TwinsBaseball.com or 833 Twins for more info. Brendan Ryan. Yankees got a 1-out double in the 7th, didn't score. Now Fiend trying to make sure it happens again here in the 8th. Breaking ball over for a strike. Ryan known for his defense. A chance to play it short for Derek Jeter. 2 strikes.
This guy's got that bulldog type attitude. Remember when he was with Seattle for 3 years and traded over to the Yankees last year.
Chased. The pitch head high. A scoreless 8th. The Twins bullpen's been outstanding. Let's see if the lineup can score a couple and make it pay off.
After the final out for Twins Live, presented by CenturyLink, Anthony LaPanta and Roy Smalley will take a look at Brian Roberts' breakout day, his first 4-hit game of the season, all of them for extra bases. We'll also look at Samuel Deduno's sharp outing in relief, 4 2/3 shutout innings. He was very impressive. And then we'll go inside the clubhouse to hear Ron Gardenhire's thoughts on that performance, Kyle Gibson's start, and the rest of this game as the Twins try to come back here against the Yankees on this 4th of July holiday. Dick and Bert.
Zealous Wheeler in at third base.
Yeah, what a night he had last night in his major league debut. Second at bat, hit a home run. First major league hit.
Andres Morales leading things off, and he takes up and away, ball 1.
Well, both bullpens have pitched outstanding here after both starters struggled. For the Yankees, 4 shutout innings. For the Twins, 6 shutout innings so far.
Wide of the plate, 2-0. Morales, Arcia, Plouffe. Twins trying to get something going here, running out of outs. Fouled off of Cervelli into the backstop. Giving Cervelli a little extra time to clear the cobwebs. Base hit through the shift. That's how you beat a shift. Sharp ground ball. Morales aboard with a leadoff single in the 8th.
Well, Morales picking up his second hit.
Eduardo Nunez is going to run for Kendrys Morales.
Oh, that big shift. Nobody over there at third base. And Morales taking that good fastball, just getting it into left field. See the shift right there. I believe that's Wheeler playing short.
The Twins get the leadoff man on. Got him on in the 7th, but we're only able to get full to second base. Here's Arcia. Hit him in the back. It was a slider. Arcia will take first, and Nunez will go to second. Back of the leg. 2 on, nobody out, and Plouffe the batter. Plouffe with an RBI single in the 3rd. He drove in the last Twins run. A great opportunity here. I presume it's been done a number of times before. Betances got the Yankees out of the 7th. Now has to get the Twins out in the 8th inning. But sometimes asking a reliever to start a second inning is a little bit of a different animal.
Yep. Well, hopefully it is here for Betances. He said he's given up only 1 home run.
Big chance here for Trevor Plouffe. 2 on, nobody out. Breaking ball over for a strike. Swing and a strike. Riding a fastball up and in at 98. Plouffe with an 0-2 count. Got a piece of it. The Orioles had a guy built similarly, and he had all sorts of control issues and never was able to harness it. Daniel Cabrera. Remember him? He threw hard and could never figure out how to throw enough strikes. Oh, 0-2 to Plouffe. Nice stop by Cervelli in the late innings. He might be the most valuable Yankee That's the third time in the last couple innings he's kept runners from advancing.
Yeah, as a catcher, you throw, down a breaking ball, back-to-back breaking balls here to Plouffe, but they anticipated down and away. But Cervelli jumping out, utilizing that chest protector, deadening the ball. And runners for the Twins cannot advance.
1-2 to Plouffe. Popped up right side. Ichiro running in. And he makes the catch. One down. We'll bring up Colabello. Colabello got a fastball up and away, and he whistled it over the wall in right. Girardi motioning. I believe his outfielder Ellsbury backing over a little bit.
Kind of shading toward the right field line. Gardner, the left fielder, shading him more up toward left center.
Breaking ball over. That's why he threw Plouffe to get a first pitch strike. Cervelli giving signs in the event the Twins send the runners. Fastball burns the outside corner, 99 miles per hour in an unhittable spot. And now it's Colabello hitting out of an 0-2 hole.
As low as 80, and then the last one 99.
Two strikes to Colabello. Runners go, and the ball dropped by Cervelli. Nunez stole third, and it looked like the throw was headed to third, not second. But Cervelli couldn't get a grip on the ball.
Yeah, double steal right there. Nunez got a good jump. And then Arcia, noticing that he took off for second. Fastball up, and Cervelli sure looked like he was going to go to third. Instead, the ball hit his glove and then popped out in the exchange.
See if Colabello can put it in play here. It's outside 2-2. Crowd on hand here. It'd be nice to see him have something to get fired up about. 2-2 to Colabello. 3-2. Escobar on deck.
Just missed with that breaking ball down and away.
Almost hit the corner. Chopper over the mound. A run will score. Colabello is thrown out for the second out of the inning. Teixeira kept a foot on the bag, and it's a 6-5 ball game.
Tell you what, that was a nice play by Brian Roberts, having to come in and get that little short hop and to throw a little bit high, and Teixeira is able to keep his foot on the bag. Do a little pitch by pitch to Colabello. The breaking ball for strike one. Then the fastball. Got ahead in the count. High fastball. That's where the runner stole bases. Just missed with that breaking ball. Missed again on it. Made a 3-2 pitch. Another breaking ball. High chopper over the mound. Roberts getting that short hop. That makes a nice play.
Here's Escobar tying run at third. Strike on the outside corner. My question to you is this. If you can throw 99 miles per hour on 3-2 and you want a strikeout, why would you throw the breaking pitch?
I have no idea. I was surprised on a 2-2 pitch that he threw the breaking ball.
Swing and a miss, 2 strikes. Well, since Arcia got hit by a pitch, Betances has gotten ahead of Plouffe 0-2, Colabello 0-2, and now Escobar 0-2. Liner to left with a fastball. Foul, and out of play. And finally get another run, the 5th run. Tying run at 3rd, 2 down. Pulled to the right side, great stop by Teixeira. Out at first, what a play by Mark Teixeira to protect the Yankee lead.
Well, he's won 5 Gold Gloves, and he shows that leather off on that play.
It's a 6-5 ball game. Given the context, that was one of the finest plays I've seen a first baseman.
I tell you, well, we saw 2 great plays in a row. I thought that ball that Colabello hit over the head of the pitcher Roberts came in, made that great play, and then Mark Teixeira, wow, might have saved the ball game for the Yankees right there. Glenn Perkins coming in, making his 35th relief appearance, wants to do what the other 3 relievers have done so far. That's put a 0 on the board here in the top of the 9th.
That ball was hit fairly hard toward right field, would have tied the game.
Well, it looked like it was going to go through, and there's Teixeira feeding the pitcher. Now, Gardy came out right after that and was going to maybe test the call, but it looked like the pitcher got his foot on the bag before Escobar could. Parmalee moving in from left field to first base as Nunez takes over in left field, who pinch ran for Morales.
(2-0), and I would venture to say, obviously I've not kept score for all the Yankee games this year. This is probably the first time Betances has faced 6 batters without striking anybody out. Twins put the ball in play and got a run against him. There's a strike 2-1. Betances got Parmalee in a broken bat liner to end the 7th, and the Twins sent 5 men to the plate. And other than Arcia, everybody put the ball in play. Fouled back 2-2. Gardner, Roberts, and Ellsbury in the Yankee 9th. Another foul ball. Gardner does strike out a lot. About one every 4 times. It just seems like he fouls a lot of 2-strike pitches off.
He's one of those pests. He just keeps fouling pitches off, make that pitch count mount.
Another one. Fouled off a bunch of pitches in his 4th inning at bat, and then ended up striking out.
We saw 3 in his first at bat, 8 in the second, 6. And then 1 and 6 so far here.
On the ground hard, backhanded by Escobar. Nice stretch by Parmelee.
Boy, that's a bang play. You see how quick Gardner's out of that batter's box.
One down. Back to our trivia question involving Yankee switch hitters. Mantle, and I would think Bernie Williams is on that list. And Jorge Posada. Did you ever meet Mickey Mantle?
One time in New York, I went to his restaurant, and he was there.
Been to his restaurant many times. He was never there.
This was back in early 70s, whenever it opened up.
All right. One down. Here's Roberts.
Actually, he was there for a book signing in the back room, and we had the opportunity to go in and shake his hand and meet him.
Did you go as a group, a member of the Twins?
Yes, we went a member of the Twins. Yes.
Okay, good. The ball hit to right center. Fold is over to make the catch. 2 down.
Fold got a great jump right there. Roberts continues to have a good day. My goodness, 4 hits, 2, 3 doubles, a triple. He hit that ball sharply, but right at Fold.
CenturyLink linked to what's next. Tomorrow it'll be David Phelps going against Johan Pino.
Phelps started the season in the bullpen, now in that starting rotation, and Pino, he'll be making his 4th career start, looking for his first win. Hopefully it'll be against the Yankees tomorrow.
Ellsbury the batter. Tapper right side.
Good quick inning.
Good inning for Glenn Perkins.
Great job by the bullpen.
Have a nice 9th inning comeback. Maybe pull out a win in the bottom of the 9th. And a finish. Endings are imposed and inflicted. Struck him out. Got him. Breaking ball got him. Finishes are earned and celebrated. Little number. Soria fumbles it, and the Twins win the game. Santana off the end of the bat becomes a game-winning hero. It's the last word, the closing act, the final step, the whole point. We don't remember the start. We never forget the finish. Liner to left field, base hit. Escobar to third. He's being waved around. DeCielo's throw to the pole. Safe. The Twins win it.
You're right, Dick. You don't want to forget. You want to forget the beginning, because the beginning was for the Yankees to take that 6-1 lead, and Twins have been fighting back ever since. They'll have to do it against the closer now for the New York Yankees. That's David Robertson. He picked up the save last night. 1 shutout inning. He had a walk. He did strike out 3 in 21 pitches thrown.
Twins have 4 walk-off wins this year. They also have 4 wins on the road in their final at bat. One of them against David Robertson and the Yankees. It was the middle game of the 3-game series at Yankee Stadium. On Friday night, Robertson had about as efficient an outing as you could have and got the save, much like last night's outing. But it was the second game against the Twins where he gave up a leadoff home run and everything fell apart after that.
He gave up 5 runs, 5 earned runs of the 9 earned runs he's given up all season long.
Twins have gotten the leadoff man on in each of the last 2 innings. Fold singled to start the 7th. Strike 1. Fold, Dozier, Suzuki. Twins have on the bench Josh Willingham and Eric Fryer. Strike 2.
Fastball, then the curveball by Robertson. It's in his 7th season with the Yankees.
Almost to the backstop on the fly. It ended up being deflected there by Cervelli's mitt.
Cervelli wanted that pitch up.
Got
Maybe
it.
not that high, but
Fold. So important to get him on base because of his speed. Popped up near third. Wheeler with the wind pushing it, and he falls into the dugout.
and he's able to hold on to it.
How about that? Grimacing as he comes out of the dugout. Now here comes Ron Gardenhire. Did he catch the ball on the field of play? You can't go into the dugout and make a catch. And so the umpires are going to, at Ron Gardenhire's behest, try to figure out where he was.
Was, you know, any part of his foot still on that top step?
The answer is no. He was on. He was on the first step down before he made contact with the ball.
He caught the ball right here, but where was that, you know, left or right foot? It looked like it was not on in the playing field.
Right there, he's out of play.
Yep.
And this is not a reviewable play. But
I think they're going to make it.
They're going to make it a reviewable play. And what they will see is Wheeler left the field of play to make the catch.
Unbelievable play by Wheeler, though.
You could see
Wow.
it had to have hurt. Watch what happened after he caught the ball. He goes right toward the clubhouse.
I think he expected, you know, he kind of reached out. Where's that railing? Where's that railing? And, of course, that's the open spot.
Joe West and Alan Porter in communication with New York. Foul ball. Nope.
And Sam Foule gets another chance right here against David Robertson.
Nevertheless, quite an effort by Zealous Wheeler.
Yes, for sure.
So we'll see if Foule can take advantage of the reprieve.
Yeah, Wheeler talking to Alan Porter there.
Once that right foot was grounded on the first step of the dugout, he was out of play. 1-2. And Foule strikes out. And Cervelli throws him out to complete the strikeout.
That looked like a changeup right there.
One down, and now Dozier.
So Robertson, who struck out 3 last night, picks up a strikeout here.
All 3 strikeouts last night were looking. Dozier, then Suzuki, and then the Twins hope to at least get Parmalee to the plate. Swings through the breaking ball. Foul back, 2 strikes. Well, the Twins have, in these late innings, been put in some really desperate counts. Betances got ahead of Plouffe, Colabello, and Escobar 0-2. Fold was up there with a 1-2 count, and now 0-2 to Dozier. Another breaking ball, another swing and a miss, and another Robertson strikeout. That'll leave it all up to Suzuki.
Well, for Robertson, that's now 53 strikeouts in 29 1/3 innings. That curveball broke straight down.
Suzuki a single his first time up.
Crowd of almost 37,000 people here today.
Grounded foul, wide of first. Up, backing out of play, and another 0-2 count. Right in front of us, a young man with his Twins cap, his Twins t-shirt. He camped under it. Made a great
You know what?
catch.
He had been standing there the whole game watching it. Between innings, I was looking at him, waving at him, and he made a great catch.
2 strikes to Suzuki. Liner to left to the corner. Suzuki will have an extra base hit. The tying run is at second with 2 down. Second hit of the ball game for Kurt Suzuki. And Parmalee will have his chance. Suzuki was able to put that curveball in play, and he hit it hard into the left field corner. Mentioned the Twins have had 4 walk-off wins. The very first one came off the bat of Chris Parmalee. 2 nights later, or 2 days later, Aaron Hicks got a single. We showed you Danny Santana's number mishandled by Soria, and Brian Dozier with a single against the White Sox here on June 20th.
Well, 13-game hitting streak coming into this ball game for Chris Parmalee. Make it 14 right here.
Nice block again by Cervelli. Well, just think about what Cervelli did in the 8th inning. Twins had runners at first and second. He blocked the pitch and the Plouffe at bat, keeping runners there. The Twins were able to get 1 run, but not 2 that inning. And then Teixeira made his great play to close out the 8th.
Roberts made a great play up the middle.
1-0 to Parmalee.
They put some defense on the Twins.
Fastball and a strike. Parmalee hit a home run against the Red Sox. Game was tied at the time. This is a different deal. He either delivers a hit here to at least tie the game, or the Twins end up losing. Outside, 2-1.
14 pitches, 11 strikes for Robertson.
Three and 1 with Eduardo Nunez on deck. Three and 1 to Parmalee. Way out in front of the breaking ball.
A lot of confidence in that breaking ball. Just on the other side of home plate, and I guarantee you Parmalee's looking fastball right there.
Full count to Parmalee. On the outside corner, and as the game ended last night, so it ends today with a called third strike. Twins down early 6-1, got within one. But David Robertson picked up another save.
Tell you what, the Twins battled back, and again, with Joe West sitting on the inside part of the plate, sometimes you get that outer half a little bit more, and that's what Robertson got right there.
You could see it was the width of a baseball off the plate. So the Yankees continue to pick up wins here at Target Field. Anthony LaPanta, the Twins fell behind early. Yet another comeback that came up a run short.
And the Yankee mystique here at Target Field continues. They've won 15 of 18 head-to-head games in this park. We'll show you how they beat the Twins today, how they were able to get to Kyle Gibson early. We'll hear from Ron Gardenhire and preview tomorrow's third game next on Twins Live.